Storybook has full support for MDX, that's Markdown plus JSX, and it's a dream come true. Storybook takes that dream even further by giving you a full set of components that you can use to document the components you're building. Let's dive in. To create an MDX doc, find wherever you keep your stories, create a new file, and name it whatever you like. Just make sure that it has an MDX extension. The name used on the file system is what's used for the auto title in Storybook. Here, we can write any markdown that we like, and we can even use and import components. It's seriously that easy. Storybook has a built-in support for MDX, so you can just start writing. Now, I don't love that this title and description are just freestanding text. I'd prefer to use the title that we have in our button stories file and the description that we have in our TSX button component file. We can do that with MDX. Import everything from a stories file. I'm using button.stories.tsx, then import meta, title, and description from Storybook blocks. If we jump right in and try to use the title and description alone, we see an error saying that we need to define component meta. So in our MDX file, use the meta component that we imported and the property of. Here we just pass in our button stories, which provides the adequate context needed for these title and descriptions. This time the error just suggests that the story moved to be part of this button component. Now our MDX file will stay in perfect sync with our component code and our stories file, which is exactly what we want. But can we also use the stories from our stories file? Yeah, we can. Import the story doc block and render it in our MDX file. By default, it uses the primary story, which we are also using here. But we can also use of on story as well to render just the secondary story, any of the stories that are represented in this sidebar. And we're still in an MDX file, so we can put in whatever markdown we like, which makes documenting an absolute breeze. So MDX and doc blocks in Storybook 7, this is an absolute godsend for component documentation. Well, that's it for today's Storybook Quick Tip. If you want to learn more about how to generate documentation automatically in Storybook 7, I got a couple videos right here that you should probably check out. And if you want to learn more about all of the doc blocks, well, we got a video coming up, so you might want to get subscribed to the channel. So that's it. Yeah, I'm Chantastic. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.